More and more publicity coming out now about the gut being a brain. It's often called the second brain. The gut's absolutely vital to our health and future well-being. For years we've used the word guts, so the gut connotates courage, amongst other things, but it literally is a brain that involves neuroplasticity and the ability to change according to circumstances. There's very special nerves that run from the gut up into the brain. But there's even more importantly a superhighway, like a quantum leap that occurs between the gut and the brain, and that's often called gut instinct. Women know a lot more about that than men, especially in relation to their relationship with their children, where they can often feel what's going on with their children. And so that's why a lot of people like to employ women, because they have that higher level of practice of intuition or gut instinct. Obviously intuition's a higher level, it's a more trained version of gut instinct. If we go back to the gut and the brain aspect of it, what the gut is a huge aggregation. It's often called a colony or a colon of microbia. If you think about bacteria adapted to this planet a long time ago. Several billion years ago they started to form colonies, and so they know exactly how to live on this planet. 30% of our DNA is bacteria. Now that's an unknown quantity for most people. Only 1.6% is isolated human DNA and 30% is bacteria. So obviously we're very fortunate to actually inherit this DNA that's adapted very well to our planetary conditions. The difficulty is we've got to learn to work with it and be cooperative with our gut and be cooperative with these bacteria. Sugar. Sugar is one of the main problems that are affecting people's gut, because the bacteria that thrive when we're healthy are bacteria that feed on fresh, oxygen-rich nutrients. The bacteria that thrive on sugar are going to make us sick. They're anaerobic, not aerobic. So if we want our gut brain to function properly, we've got to get our diet right. We've also got to get our emotions running more appropriate to well-being, because one of the first things that the healthy bacteria are threatened by is difficult emotions. So if we're eating good food and we're in a peaceful environment, that's certainly going to improve our gut brain, our gut instinct, our ability to make good decisions more quickly, our ability to actually build a relationship between our gut brain and our head brain. So it's called the gut-brain axis. So we keep coming back to this, and if you think about hormones are complicated chemicals, but what's happening in our gut is a much more simple process. Pretty much every organism has a gut, processes energy. We're the ones that have this extraordinarily highly complex brain that we're still trying to learn how to use. And one of the most important ways of getting a brain, this head brain to function well, is to have a healthy gut brain. So the appropriate food, not too much sugar, enough protein, enough fatty acids, and nutrient-rich foods, especially plant-based. But remember I talked about protein, so whether the protein's plant or animal-based, you have to have enough protein. If you don't, you're going to be reaching for sugar and you're going to disturb your gut brain. Yeah? So many ways to be healthy and well, but a guaranteed way to improve your health is to look after your gut. We use very advanced analytics, and what we found out with that is that analysing back over about 1,500 different clients, approximately 80% have gut issues. That's they're not digesting protein, definitely going to affect this brain and this brain, reduce our muscle strength, reduce our stamina, reduce our resilience, reduce our ability to concentrate. Not metabolizing fatty acids, that's going to have long-term brain and heart consequences. And not processing sugar properly. Energy levels, diabetes, cancer, all sorts of things like that. Then we come to the microbial balance, which I've been talking about, this balance between the aerobic bacteria and the anaerobic pathogens, which could be bacterial infection, it could be fungi. Well, lots of people have fungal infections. Mold can form inside the body and the gut. Viruses, we all know that viruses are feeding on fermentation of sugar, and even up to things like cancer, which is all, again, all these pathogens feed on a fermentation. So if we haven't been able to digest our food properly, it'll affect our gut brain, it'll affect our gut itself. We'll start to grow pathogens that are unhealthy for us. Everything, as I mentioned earlier on, from viruses, fungi, mold, spores, anaerobic bacteria, or even cancer. And naturally, we won't produce as many good quality hormones, we won't produce strong muscles, and our nervous system will suffer. So naturally enough, a brain relies on a nervous system. There's a lot of nerves, limbic system and things like that tie in with the gut. The vagus nerve, my apology, and its relationship with the limbic system. So healthy gut is going to lead to a much higher chance of a healthy body, more resilience, better concentration, stamina, all the things that we're wanting to be actually strong, healthy and well. Look forward to helping. We've got the analytic tools for this, and we've got a lot of treatment plans and programs and some really high quality practitioner-only products to help with this. Hope we can help you with your gut health.